Right now, a Hardin County family and neighborhood are grieving after the loss of a loved one. What happened and what the mother is telling us tonight.
I just want him to be a man and turn himself in.
For the first time, we hear from the mother of the little girl who was shot and killed in the Houston area.
Well, the clouds have moved back in. The rain is not far behind.
Fox 4 News starts right now.
First at 5:30, a night of fun with fireworks turns fatal in southeast Texas. Authorities say a man was using some kind of homemade artillery cannon that led to an explosion. Fox 4's Cassidy Wood joins us live from the Silsbee Fire Department to tell us what she's learned about the accident. Cassidy, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Kim. So witnesses told deputies that McGlynn was holding a firework on his arm when it exploded across his shoulder and his chest. Silsbee Fire Department and Acadian then performed CPR and tried to keep him stable until he arrived at Christus St. Elizabeth, where he was later pronounced dead. Now, neighbors and family members say Rory McGlynn lets off fireworks every year, all describing him as a very hardworking, generous man. One neighbor adding he would play with her granddaughter all the time. McGlynn moved back to Hardin County from Long Beach, California to take care of his mother, who is now heartbroken.
Oh, he was a very good worker, and he loved helping people and doing things for everybody around the area. He was real good. Now I don't have him to take care of me.
Obviously a big loss for Hardin County. Now, this is all still under investigation, but the Silsbee Fire Department would like to remind people to please take extra precautions when you're dealing with explosive devices such as fireworks. Now, live in Silsbee, I'm Cassidy Wood, Fox 4.
Thank you, Cassidy. The Insurance Journal has some interesting statistics on fireworks safety tonight. Here are the latest numbers. In 2017, at least 8 people died in fireworks-related deaths, and 12,900 people went to a hospital emergency room with injuries. Burns to fingers, hands, and arms are the most common injury. The 2018 numbers are not yet available. Turning to weather now, rain is about to be on the radar for us here in southeast Texas. Chief Meteorologist Greg Bostwick is here with a first look at our forecast to tell us when. Greg?
Well, just remember, I am the bearer of the news. I don't make this stuff. So.
I know, so we shouldn't blame you, right?
Well, people are getting real frustrated. I understand. I do a lot of gardening myself, and it's just a sloppy mess. So we don't see that changing much because another several inches, if not 3 or 4 inches of rain, is on the way for tomorrow and into Thursday. Right now, the clouds have thickened up. Travel is fine right now. That'll be changing toward morning. China Elementary, 60 degrees. The high was 64. 44 this morning. It'll be down to around 50 throughout the day tomorrow. A cool day with the rain moving in as well. We do have some good news, though, believe it or not, for the weekend. We'll take a look at that in a few minutes.
New at 5:30, a Beaumont homeowner takes charge and fights back during an encounter with a burglar. Here's what happened. Around 2:30 this morning, police responded to a burglary alarm at a home on Goodhue near Phelan. On the way there, dispatch got a second call, this time from the homeowner. He told 911 he shot someone breaking in. When officers got there, they found 26-year-old Cameron Elgin Cassinger on the front porch, shot in the leg. He was taken to the hospital and charged with burglary. New tonight, we're hearing from the Texas mother whose little girl was shot and killed at a Walmart. Here's her emotional plea.
I just want him to be a man and turn himself in because my child I would never get to see my child again. And you took her away from me behind whatever that was going on in your head. And I don't know if it was some kind of hatred, violent hatred, if it was a hate crime or what it was.
7-year-old Jasmine Barnes was hit by a bullet while riding in a car driven by her mother. They were finishing up a trip to a Harris County Walmart. The girl's mother, LaPortia Washington, who you just heard from there, said someone just started shooting at her car outside the store. Washington was hit in the arm, and tonight police are still looking for that gunman. And take a look at this. Dense fog is being blamed for a massive pileup in Travis County today. It's from a crash involving as many as 30 vehicles. The accident closing State Highway 130 in both directions for several hours. Austin Travis County EMS says over 50 people were evacuated, 6 of which were taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Well, it's a new year, but homeowners in Bevel Oaks continue to rebuild after last year. The community received more than 34 feet of water above sea level from Tropical Storm Harvey, which damaged and flooded many homes. However, some families are now nearing the end of the rebuilding process. One man says he received nearly 60 inches of water in his home. He and his family have since lived in Beaumont while remodeling, which he has now elevated in case of another storm and redesigned. There are wider hallways and doorways. All that will give him and his family a stable and accessible place to live once completed.
I'm not going to say it's a blessing, but it's a way to do a remodel on a house, and get a little bit better accessibility throughout the house.
We'll have more from the homeowner tonight at 9, including the silver lining he's found in rebuilding his home and his advice to his neighbors. A 23-year-old man is arrested accused of trying to kidnap a 9-year-old girl from a Harry Potter attraction at Universal Studios. Fox's Tom Johnson has this story.
The Orlando police report says it happened Sunday afternoon. A 9-year-old girl tells cops a stranger grabbed her, said something, so she ran. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is one of the signature rides in Universal's Islands of Adventure. Many know it simply as Hogwarts or the castle. The Orlando police report says the little girl was in the locker room for this ride when a man touched her on the shoulders and told her to go outside, and her mother was outside. The report quotes a witness saying she saw a man with his hands on the shoulders of the victim and heard him tell the victim mommy was over here and that the little girl looked very scared. Police arrested 23-year-old Jason Michael a few minutes later when he faced a judge a very serious charge.
Kidnapping a child under the age of 13.
Michael also charged with possession of cannabis. In front of the judge, his lawyer argued against that kidnapping charge.
Your Honor, defense would argue that there's no evidence to support the charge of kidnapping a child at the age of 13 within the four corners of the affidavit.
The judge gave the state 24 hours to find probable cause. During that time, Jason Michael,
no bond at this time,
stays in the Orange County Jail. Michael goes back in front of the judge tomorrow when the state will have to show probable cause on that kidnapping charge. We'll let you know what happens. At Universal Orlando, Tom Johnson, Fox 35 News.
Well, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans, right? Would you do what a few divers did to bring in the new year? Stick around for that story.
I went to bed last night, I kind of smelled something funny in my house.
His house went up in flames in the middle of the night, but he survived, and he's surprised at what else didn't burn in the flames. We'll also have that story later on Fox 4 News.
And the rain, unfortunately, is returning. How much will we see? We'll take a look.
Your Weather Authority.
Well, we continue to be right on track for lots of rain to go into Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, that coverage of rain, well, as high as you can go, 100%. Everybody getting rain. That'll all end Thursday evening, and then we dry out, fortunately, for the weekend. And boy, we need to dry out as we expect quite a bit of rain the next few days. Already rain is developing out in the Gulf, a little bit of light rain too over the Houston area. The bulk of the rain, though, is south of Sabine Pass. It's all working to the north. And later on this evening, it'll start to move onshore, and that'll be the start of the rainfall. You can see that rain moving almost directly northbound towards southern Jefferson County right now. Clouds definitely are thickening, and that'll be a process which will continue overnight into tomorrow. Now, the storm system generating this rain is in the southwest of Arizona. It'll be near El Paso, at least the center of it, coming up by tomorrow afternoon and evening. But already little pieces of energy will be coming out from the southwest, helping to generate rain. And boy, there's a lot of energy coming across Texas on Thursday. So heavy rains are pretty likely as this all moves into the area from the west. And underneath this upper low, there could be some pretty significant snows up around Abilene back into portions of southwestern Oklahoma. But overnight, the rains pick up by morning. Pretty good shot of scattered showers in the area. And if anything, gets much more active by late in the day. By 5 o'clock in the afternoon, widespread rains breaking out. And that'll continue as we head into the pre-dawn hours on Thursday. So a very soggy pattern underway. And you see low pressure developing near Brownsville heading to the northeast, and that will help generate the rain as well. Look at the snow popping up here, sleet and snow, Lubbock, San Angelo over toward Abilene. They'll be spreading up into portion of northwest Texas by tomorrow evening, and we continue to see the rain. That will persist into Thursday. In fact, even into Thursday evening before it all moves out. The snow up there should probably stay just northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but Wichita Falls into Oklahoma looks pretty likely to see some pretty significant snow amounts there. Rainfall amounts very impressive here as we head toward tomorrow afternoon. Could see some 1 and 2 inch totals showing up. That'll be even higher as we head on into Thursday. Could see upwards of 5-inch total accumulations. Now we're spreading this out over 48 hours. We're not talking about one day getting that much rain, but over 2 days, that's still a pretty healthy amount of rain. And of course, the ground's saturated. That doesn't help much either. 50 degrees tonight. It should be in the 20s in the northwest and highs only in the 30s in the west because of the snow beginning to develop out there. We're expecting about 52 degrees. Pollen count is in the low range. I think they'll stay that way with the rain moving on in. And for the Gulf of Mexico, look for northeasterly winds gusting to about 20 knots or better tomorrow afternoon. Heavy rain is likely in the forecast. We talked about that. 2 to 5 inches, not out of the question from Wednesday through Thursday evening. And then we have dry weather returning just in time for the weekend. Boy, do we need that.
Yes, we do. A good weekend. Thank you, Greg. Well, new year, new baby. We talked to the family who welcomed a bundle of joy to start 2019 here in Beaumont. You're watching Fox 4 News. Unique New Year celebrations across the country and world, including one that can be called the Big Cheese of celebrations. The Big Sartori cheese drop taking place in the cheese capital of the world, Plymouth, Wisconsin. There was an 80-pound sheet metal wedge being lowered from a 100-foot truck ladder. This as 5 firemen from the volunteer fire department attached the frame unit with ropes, lift it, and then lower it. This is the 12th year the event has taken place. And in Rome, 4 brave Italians leap into the new year by taking a plunge, yikes, into the cold waters of the Rome-Tiber River. It's a New Year's tradition spanning 7 decades, and this year, 4 men actually took the leap off the bridge. One of them, get this, is 66 years old. Each diver took turns climbing up the 59-feet-high bridge to the sounds of cheering before making the big jump. And new tonight, a family is celebrating the arrival of the first 2019 baby born in Beaumont. Baby boy Gabriel Sandoval was born this morning at 4 o'clock. He's 19 inches long, weighing 7 pounds and 15 ounces. Gabriel was due on Christmas, but he decided to stick around and make his grand entrance today. Baptist Hospital gifted the Sandovals with a stroller filled with baby products and a teddy bear for being the first born in Beaumont on New Year's Day 2019.
I was expected around Christmas, but New Year's, I mean, it's gonna be a party every year, I guess.
We're all happy and ecstatic, and I can't wait for his little brother to see him.
So they're partying for their baby, but depending on how hard you celebrated last night, you may be observing National Hangover Day today. National Hangover Day is each year on the 1st of January when you're to feel the effects of all that champagne you drank while ringing in the new year. You know the symptoms: exhaustion, pounding headache, and nausea. If that sounds like you tonight, you can observe the holiday by getting a lot of rest, order dinner in, and rehydrate with plenty of healthy fluids. Up next, a rescue from the rubble. See the shocking video in just 4 minutes. In a tragedy in Texas.
I was asleep, went to bed last night, sleep. I kind of smelled something funny in my house and didn't recognize that it was anything, but then I went to bed and what woke me up was the fire.
A Tyler, Texas man says a fire started in his home earlier today, leaving little left that wasn't burned by the flames. However, one item barely charred: his personal Bible. An incredible occurrence that the homeowner, Charles House, says, if anything, is proof of his faith's power.
He said that his word would not perish, and that Bible did not burn. It scorched it, but it didn't burn. That man's word is real.
The Tyler Fire Marshal's office says the fire was likely started due to, quote, hazardous wiring, which caused the fire to spark in the walls and spread to the ceiling. House, who is disabled, has started a GoFundMe page asking assistance to help get him back on his feet. Well, fire tornadoes whirling through the Netherlands after a bonfire mishap. Check out this video from a small town there. Today, it happened when a strong sea breeze caught hold of the flames. And you're looking at it there. It caused fire tornadoes to work their way to a beach and nearby dunes. Firefighters working to stop them from growing, and thankfully no injuries have been reported. The bonfires were set as part of an annual New Year's Eve celebration in the Dutch resort town. And take a look at this. Rescuers in Russia pulling a baby after it was found in a collapsed building. The dramatic rescue was caught on video. According to the Moscow Times, the baby boy was found alive after surviving 35 hours under the rubble in freezing cold temperatures. Local officials calling the rescue a miracle. The blast is believed to have been caused by a gas leak that damaged 48 apartments in a 10-story building in an industrial city there. The partial collapse killed at least 7 people, with about 36 still missing.
Your segment is sponsored by Dabney Garage Door.
Let's take a look at our pet pics before we let you go. First up, we have Gypsy there. Very cute Gypsy. Very cute little Yorkie. And then we have Itzy, who is very cute as well. I like that black and white mix there. And then Cujo is last up. Oh, looking all festive. I love that outfit, Cujo. Thank you for sending that in. And if you want to send in yours, go to our website, fox4beaumont.com. Well, that's all the time we have for Fox 4 News at 5:30. We hope to see you again tonight at 9.